great to welcome His Excellency So Visoti, Secretary of the State of Post and Telecommunications, Her Excellency Dr. Yang Mi, Executive Director of the ASEAN Foundation, and also our SAP Southeast Asia President and Managing Director, Verena Xiao. So without further ado, let's hear from our executive to talk about what is the vision for the ADSE program, and then if you have any questions, so you can ask them directly. Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Let me, actually this is ad hoc. We didn't discuss how we want to do it, but let me give an honor to actually thank you to Mr. Visoti So, His Excellency, from Secretary of State's Ministry of Post and Telecommunication, Cambodia. And then with me is our best partner, Ms. Verena. I would say partner in crime. Okay, so we do a lot of crimes together, which is to help the ASEAN community, especially youth, to be better in a digital world. So this is actually our number 6 ASEAN DST, ASEAN Data Science Explorer program. So as you have here just now, if you are around with us, we started from 2016 with partnerships between ASEAN Foundation and also SAP. And this is actually one of the most active and successful PPP, I would say, private and public-private partnerships, which prolong, which continue to flourish, and there will be more years to come, of course. We will renew our vows, our vows very, very soon, on another few more years together. Usually we don't do like 10 years plan. We do like every 2 to 3 years, because the digital transformation happens very fast, and you can't do too much of forecast. We have to always have some space for adapting to new trends. So I would like to also thank my partner, SAP, for always there and for their contribution on the CSR part of helping ASEAN community to flourish. So this is not just one-off, this is a long-term sustainable program. So for all of you who come here today, I want to thank you for your support. And why are we here? Just a little quick, why we choose Cambodia is because Cambodia this year is a chairmanship of ASEAN. Okay, so ASEAN Foundation is a government, intergovernmental diplomatic body, and we report to 10 countries in Southeast Asia. So I report to 10 bosses of ambassadors. People complain about one boss, but I have 10. So I'm serving, ASEAN Foundation is serving 10 countries in Southeast Asia, ASEAN region. So during the pandemic time, we realized that youth has got this big challenge. Where is the future direction? Where they want to lead to? And with the pandemic, basically it's very difficult for us to really move any projects or plan for development except using the digital medium. Okay, and also career come out from this digital medium is also getting more and more important. And it's not going to be just during this time. I think the future will be by digital in this region and also in the world. So I will also pass the floor to my partner, Verena, to actually have a little quick say about these partnerships and project.
Thank you so much, Dr. Yang, for the opening and also for the long-term partnership. I think in digital age, right, 6 years is really a long time. And also big thank you to His Excellency for Cambodia, the Ministry of Post and Telecommunications, to be our host this year in your wonderful facility here at the Cambodia Academy of Digital Technology. So as Dr. Yang has mentioned, we've been working closely together in the last 6 years, and in these 6 years we have empowered 45,000 youth, 2,500 lecturers, and over 900 institutes of higher learning across ASEAN during the 6 years. And we're very happy to share also many success stories where we have youth, we have students that have really learned about data science for the first time because they may not be studying computer science or engineering, but then from having nurtured the interest in technology and data science and analytics through the ASEAN Data Science Explorers program, they have gone on and actually took on jobs in technology that they actually was not studying for. So we have many such success stories in the last few years that really set up well, and together with the ASEAN Foundation and SAP, we have a joint purpose to drive positive social impact for ASEAN and to help ASEAN prosper into and build a sustainable, brighter future for all of us. And of course, as you know, our youth is the driver of the future. So our youth is our future, and together we have to jointly invest in it, and also to bridge that gap in digital skills that we see in ASEAN. So this is really, really important. As a mother of 2 teenage daughters, this is also very close to my heart, and also very glad to see that we talk about sustainability, is also social diversity is also really important. So over time, even though I think 6 years ago we see a lot more young men as part of the contestants for the competition, this year we have 60% who are young women. So we are also very
because driven by women this time.
I didn't think about it.
Maybe because of women's chi and power, to influence and encourage more women to come forward, perhaps.
So it's as many of you know, right? STEM and technology and digitalization is considered very male-dominated. So I'm very heartened that with our joint efforts, we bring across more social equality and equal opportunity for both young women and young men. So we are open to answer questions.
Maybe, Your Excellency, you would like to say a few words? Don't.
So really appreciate Dr. Yang, the Executive Director of ASEAN Foundation, and also Mr. Bernard Siu, the President and Managing Director of SAP, for bringing this event in Cambodia. And really honored to be the host. And thanks for CADP and also the ICT department team for joining, making this event successful event. And we really also want to welcome all the ASEAN students who are the jam and the future of tomorrow. And be proud that Cambodia is the chairman of the ASEAN this year, and more event has come. And this morning also we have other event as well, but ASEAN Youth, and now this afternoon we have what do you call it, ASEAN Digital Science Explorers. So it's provided a platform to the young and talented students to be innovative, to be more creative, and try to solve the problem for the benefit of the entire world. I think especially in the what you call it, the UN SDG goals. So I'm not really. I just learned about this event, and it sounds like it just recently, but it's been organizing already 7 years. 6 years. So I hope more events will come to Cambodia, and we want to be part of this regional and global. And thanks SAP and ASEAN Foundation and to supporting our youth, not just Cambodia but also ASEAN as a whole. And we hope for more and more talent to be created from this event, and more encouraging, empowering for the youth for the future. So that's my impression. Thank you.
Just to answer to Mr. So's request, ASEAN Foundation has 2 more programs. Will be in Cambodia by December. So we have in Siem Reap, Connect ASEAN Cultural Arts Program from 1st to 4th of December in Siem Reap. And from 5th to 9th, we have ASEAN Foundation Model ASEAN Meeting. that is a very interesting one. We fly in 10 countries youth. One country is about five participants, and they will actually role play as a minister from different countries in Southeast Asia to solve the issues in Southeast Asia. So building up to ASEAN Summit. So it is a very interesting program. If any of you here, even the ministry side is interested, we would like to also send an invitation later. Of course, coming to Cambodia is definitely a very nice, attractive package for you, because especially when it comes to Siem Reap, so everybody is very excited. Okay, I just have one data to share with you on why are we building digital talent. Because a report from Organization for Cooperation and Economic Development indicated that labor market in ASEAN have a significant share of mismatched workers in qualification level because of skill and labor shortages. There is a gap between skilled individuals have and also available jobs in the market. And 37% and 43% of workers in Thailand and Singapore are experiencing a mismatch in their field education, while between 10% and 15% of employers in the Philippines, Indonesia, Laos, and Malaysia has that problem, and 18% in Cambodia report having difficulties finding workers with the right skills for their operations. So that's why there is a big gap here. Minimum we are looking about more than 10%. It's very big gap. So usually the gaps sometimes are done by government. All this while government is given the mandate to bridge the gap. But this is a very costly work to bridge the gap by government's budget. And during this pandemic, there's also other priorities in the community and in each country. So for them to actually do it alone is quite impossible. That's why we have promoted PPP, public-private partnerships. And also, I think this model will be the future and will always be in the heart of ASEAN Foundation and also, I think, for SAP. So PPP is actually the future to proceed because resources are limited, and knowledge are limited. I think government doesn't have the digital technology knowledge, just like what the corporate world has, because government has a lot of things to consider. But for the corporate world, they are pretty much very professional and specialized in their field. So this is pretty much very important. I think in terms of SAP partnerships, not only technology support and resources, but they also give us funding. There are funds that we pump in for these projects that we can run for a few years. So maybe I pass for Garino to talk about PPP.
So, thank you, Dr. Yang. I continue regarding in SAP